everyone, Pallytime here. Welcome back to Rogue Legacy 2. It is way too early in the morning, and I have a lot to tell you. So you may have noticed that we're level 447 right now. This is indeed our other profile. We are on New Game Plus 4. Why are we making the change? Well, because I already have 40 hours dedicated to this profile, and it has a lot of late game stuff unlocked. This is the Threads of Fate system. You can talk to this girl on the right hand side of this building and actually start to customize your game with various burdens. We are using the burden of evolution maxed out to level 5, the burden of adaptation maxed out to level 5, the burden of scale at 3 because it can't be maxed out at 5 anymore. Also, the burden of command max, the burden of Lamech, the burden of Aragatha's Royal Guard, the burden of the Beast, the burden of Mundi's flagship, the burden of Nama, the burden of Kragluian's sorrow, and the burden of Enoch. This is going to drastically change the various boss fights located around the castle for Enoch, Nama, the beasts, and Lamech. It's also going to change the environments that we are fighting in as well. For instance, inside of Axis Mundi, these cannonballs are going to be falling from the sky. This drastically changes how the game plays and makes it significantly more difficult, but don't you worry, we're also significantly more powerful. We have maxed out lifesteal and soulsteal runes at 4 each, and I'm just going to quickly roll through the rest of our rune setup so you can see what we're running with. I don't think this is optimized in any way, but a big difference is going to be the haste setup that we have right now. That 40% movement speed increase means we are absolutely zooming around the levels. We are wearing the drowned set. This is giving us a strength increase for having our current unity level. This set just makes it so our physical damage is increased. And as far as our castle goes, as you can see, some things are leveled up quite well, especially compared to our last castle. Notice we did unlock the new class, the Astromancer. We'll be taking a look at that in the near future. We also have the Assassin as well as the Jester, Boxer. Where's my little Ronin? Where does he start at? Oh, there he is, right on the left, right next to the Jester. So all of these things are unlocked that we didn't have before, and I'll try to go over the majority of them as we progress through the game. We're playing as Sir James II right now. He is a histrionic duelist. Numbers are exaggerated, so keep in mind, I'm not actually slapping for fucking 3,000 damage a swing, okay? That's not actually real, but we are hitting harder, and our enemies are significantly harder as well. I want to play through the game on this difficulty and continue to increase our difficulty because we're going to be fighting primal versions of all of the original bosses. Significantly harder bosses, but we get additional lore after defeating them, which I am very interested in uncovering. So thank you for your patience for the long intro. Thank you to our channel members for supporting our content here. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up button if you enjoy the content, and let's get things underway, shall we? Goal for this video is simply to get to the first boss and see if we can kill him again. Nothing else, nothing crazy complicated. Just get our butts over there and see what happens next. Now, I am not going to keep myself to the same restriction of Obsidian Helmet +1 that we had the last time we were playing on this profile. I am going to allow myself to lock the castle down, but I think I'll keep it going just like we did on our brand new profile, where it's a one-time thing. If things don't go well after that one time, then, well, things just simply did not go well. Of course, the duelist is capable of dealing a massive amount of critical hit damage, and this character is no exception. So we're going to try to just beat up every single enemy that we can. We also have a variety of monsters showing up in the starting castle that are not normally here. That's because one of our burdens is removing the restrictions on where enemies can spawn. It makes the game a lot more hectic. The voltaic circlet, I I cannot talk for the life of me. It's too early in the morning. That's my excuse, and I'm going with it. It's going to give us a nice damage over time effect, or a nice damage aura, I guess I should say, around our character. Difficult to say how much damage it's actually doing because we are exaggerating our numbers by quite a lot, but it seems like it's ripping through enemies quite well. So far, we've accumulated 9,000. Wow, very valuable chests at the moment. Nice fireballs. Going to take down most enemies in this room, and let's continue to climb up. Defeat all the enemies is the challenge. I don't see that being too much of a problem, but there are some issues. We are starting to see some issues. This enemy down to the right of me is fully kitted out with an elite buff of his own, which is why he was immune to damage for some time. That's another big change we have in our castle. Enemies that are not elites can walk around with their buffs, and elites can have more than one buff, meaning we'll have multiple affixes that we have to try to deal with. For instance, that last enemy that we took down had that big explosive aura around them. We find the red rune. This is going to make it so we get more of this currency. You may have heard me say this in passing, but if you look just under Sir James's name there, you can see that I have 121,000 of the iron ore and 42,000 of the blood currency. I was very surprised when I did not have enough for something I wanted to upgrade on our new profile, because I am used to having so much access. Well, we have a couple eyeballs holding down a hallway, and they seem to be doing it pretty well. Good critical hit does secure a kill there, and inside the chest we find another 2,000 gold ready to be picked up. These paintings they're imposters. They were fake paintings, super sus, but we managed to take them down. Now, our levels are 30% larger than what they were previously, but that's really not that big of a deal. To me, it just feels like we get more money. We just get more money for participating. Our healing per enemy is actually astonishingly high compared to what we were looking at in our previous profile. We were only healing for 4 health every single... Okay, this room's going to be really bad. Okay, woo! Whenever they give you this thick-ass wall so you can't see the other side, you know the left side is going to be full of elites that you don't want to fight. Let's see if I am correct. Okay. Some fireballs moving forward. Also looks like we have some seekers here as well. One of these elites is immune to damage. Both of these elites are... No, one's taken some. Okay, we'll keep sending some fireballs their way. That's a very big explosion, and I'm pushed up against the wall right now. We're gonna have to push in on this elite here, and hopefully that fire is enough to take... Oh my god. Okay. How am I supposed to fight that? Fuck. Okay. Let's see if we can move in here. We do have a somewhat small window we can act in right now. Wow, what a lucky dodge. Holy shit. When the explosion fades, we still have to keep damage up on this guy. Otherwise, he goes immune to damage again a few moments later. And we still had a lot to do on... Oh my god. How on earth do I get in there? Well, unfortunately, I don't have the health at the moment to find out. We have to regenerate some of that. Back to the topic that I was bringing up before. On our previous profile, we were only healing for 4 health per kill, and now you can see that is substantial. Whoa, reset. That is substantially higher at 44 health per enemy. That's gonna add up fast, especially in challenge rooms like this. Challenge rooms before were kind of sketchy, but look at our health right now, 431. I can almost guarantee, I hope, that I'm gonna leave here with significantly higher HP. Good immunity frame roll through the middle and a great fireball igniting most enemies on the right side. However, that painting does get into my... Okay. Maybe I'm not going to be leaving here with higher HP. Maybe we just cool it a little bit. There is a mask moving down and an element. Oh god! Oh god! Okay, axe has got to go. This particular challenge has different phases to it. We're not going to be teleporting between different rooms, but we are going to get another wave of enemies now. Starting off with an elite eyeball. Whoa! Okay, that's a lot of dodging that I don't feel super ready for right now. God, we got to get one more attack in here. There it is. And we find the opening. Did I gain health? I think I did. We're going to pick up an empathy as well as some more currency that hopefully I'll be spending here pretty soon. 21,000 gold in our pockets at the moment. Let's check this chest on the right. Looks fairly easy to pick up. Inside we find the sanguine weapon plus. Woo! That scared me. +3. Good damage. Do it again. Perfect. Okay, moving down on the right, a few quick eyeballs should be healing us up quite nicely. We also hit a secret here in the middle. Truthfully, didn't even know that was there. I probably would have cruised right by this until I checked the mini-map. Speaking of chests, there's also one down in the center of this room as well, and we just walk right in and pick that bad boy up. The current plan right now is to get enough health back that we can go back to the previous challenge room and give it a piece of our mind. Big critical hit damage on this mask as he teleports around the room. We have to get away. That explosive aura can easily take us down. That was not very smooth. It is worth mentioning that in our castle, we do have the fully upgraded talent to heal us when we enter a boss room. So we're going to be healed back up to 100%. So the actual threat of getting to the boss room isn't as high as what we have been experiencing in the past. As long as we find it, we'll be able to attempt the boss. That being said, we found a lot of dead ends on the right side. We're gonna have to make our way back to the left. And what do we find? Painting holding down a small hallway. Good damage, takes it down. Our man is looking okay. Could be better. Eyeball above. Whoa! Eyeball above us somewhere, sending down some damage. Let's roll to the other side of that guy to get some immunity frames. This axe has been spinning for a while. Looks like it cannot keep up that any longer. Oh, that fireball just missed, but that one does connect. And the pupil goes down. We can kill the eye. Perfect. Get that projectile out of the way and then melee through the wall. Still seem to be pretty unlucky with food, but if we do find any, it should heal us up for quite a lot. Good critical hit on that mask means it's not going to be teleporting as much, theoretically, assuming I kill it relatively early. Chest in the middle of this swinging thing. This is fine. This is fine. Come on back. Oh, okay. We'll do a crit into fireball there. That should do it. No, that didn't actually do it. He sent another projectile at me. What a mother trucker. Room of Lights is here once again. If you need to get the damage increase for the first boss, you can find it right inside of that door we opened. We do not need to do that. Once you do it once, you get it for all of the new game pluses, which is actually a pretty nice feature. Not that it would be that tedious, but sometimes those rooms can be a little hard to find. We did find the entrance to the Stygian study. I am kind of curious to see how much our teleporters are going to cost this time around. It could be pretty substantial. Tried to roll away with our immunity frames, but got caught on the wall there. Okay. Here we go. Whoop! Big roll to the right side, dodging all of that damage. Fireball connects with the remainder of the crossbows. And we cleaned that up pretty nice. Pretty proud of that. We can immune right through him if he's a problem. Let's go well. We're adapting to New Game Plus 4 very well. Do I want to trade out my weapon for explosive boxing gloves? No, I do not. But I kind of might want to change it out for a pizza. Pizza would be okay versus the first boss. I don't think it's necessarily any better than the weapon I already have, though. That mass does have just a smidgen of HP, and we managed to nail him across the room. Double jumps into fucking a flurry of auto attacks there. Takes down that mage before he even knew what was going on. That was beautiful. Chest at the top of the room. We managed to grab it, no problem, because there's no one left to defend it. This guy is immune to damage for a minute, and he's going to be sending out those pursuers, but it actually looks like that immunity window ended pretty quickly. Once that debuff fades on those elites, or that was just a normal enemy with an elite debuff, once that fades, they don't seem to get that back. So you only have to wait that initial time once, I guess, unless you reset the room. Well, we did manage to do the impossible, team. We got back up to full health. That apple room that we stumbled through allowed me to actually increase our maximum HP even more. And remember, when we hit that boss room, 100% of our health is going to be healed. This javelin thrower is going to be able to send out fireballs. So let's take the ad down first and then figure out how we want to deal with that. Rolling behind her doesn't quite work out for me because that fireball does seek quite well. Ooh, okay, big roll to get the ad down. I'm chilling. This is totally dodgeable. We're totally good. So this is an elite that is extra large, will get damage immunity at some point. And what that armor thing is with the lines through it is armor shredding. Anytime this guy does damage to me, he's actually going to lower our maximum armor, meaning we take more damage for the rest of our run unless we can heal it somehow. Those guys can slowly but surely chip away at a successful run and make it damn near impossible. Well, first run's going pretty well, I should say. We haven't exactly full cleared yet, but we're getting pretty close to the full clear. I'm kind of debating whether or not I actually want to do it. I kind of want to see how the boss goes. And I mean, we are sitting at a nice, even $67,000 right now, which is quite the step up from what we were making before. The obsidian weapon +1 being found in that chest. To open up this boss again, all you have to do is hit these two things. We already did that. It's already open, and we're back up to 100% HP. Notice the spike traps along the walls. The boss also has some new tricks up his sleeve. Number one, he's a lot more aggressive, so let's try to make sure that we're always in the right spot. Very good damage aura here. Actually, we're shredding this guy so far. He is going to kind of pin me into the corner here, but we can push through now. The dagger throw, I was hoping for a little bit more of an immunity frame, but I didn't find it. Now, these are seeking fireballs, significantly more deadly than the previous. And when he does the dash forward, he's also going to be putting those resonating orbs nearby. Oh, that's kind of hard to dodge, to protect his back while he's rolling. Let's just hang back. We're fine. Perfect. Now we get up and deal damage. Perfect window here. And we hit phase 2. Now this is going to be Seekers. Let's be very ready for those. Immunity frame on the first wave. Couldn't get in on the second. Whoa! Almost took some damage there, but we're okay. Oh, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. Big damage, big damage, big damage, especially here. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Backing up. Back in. Oh, huge. We can do it. Rolling through. We got it. Nice. Nice. We're gonna visit him a couple more times on our progression through new games, but it still feels good to take him down. And we get the 4 glory achievement. His picture goes back up on the wall. Very nice, very nice. I guess I might as well we'll clear the rest of this, but that might be easier said than done. We gain access to new lore now that we couldn't see before, because this was the most difficult version of the boss. So here's what it says. A torn banner of a foreign kingdom flutters in the wind, buried amongst the corpses and the crows. In the distance, Lamech stands tall on a mountain of bodies, a monument to his success. Soldiers, tattered and wounded, raise their blades to the sky as they shout his name across the valley. I knew. I always knew. I ignored the reports and made false truths in my head. I fooled myself into believing the rebellion would be smaller than it truly was. I could have squashed the rebels in their homes, destroyed whatever vestige of hope they had, but I didn't. This war never needed to happen. I kept this knowledge to myself, knowing the cost. In truth, I wanted to die gloriously. One final hurrah to end my chapter. I wanted to be free of this eternal prison, guarding a tree that will never sprout. But there was no death for me and no glory. And now there is no one left to fight. The doors to Lamech's throne burst open as a wave of rebels surge into the room. For every one that falls to his blade, another two replace them. The fighting lasts for hours and then for days. Eventually, there are no more foes to fight, and Lamech stands tall on a pile of bodies. The room is silent. There you go. That's your backstory. Thank you for putting Estuary Lamech to rest. Regardless of what he's done, he's deserved a warrior's death. Regardless of what he's done, indeed. Well, 76,000 gold in the bank right now. Let's go ahead and just investigate what the Pizza Girl teleport's going to cost for here. 21,000 sure does hurt. That hurts, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and deposit that. We needed to do that. We needed to get that in there. Now let's clear the rest of the castle. Or die trying. One of the two. Oh, this is good. We can also pick up this relic on the right, which makes it so enemies have an 8% chance of actually dropping some chow. And we find another relic room at the very top. Defeat 6 enemies. What does this do? To load the die and instantly defeat the next enemy. Oh, okay. So as we're killing enemies, it just counts until we get an instant kill. Well, that was easy. One more path towards the beginning, and of course that elite room right there, that's probably gonna be my doom. Oh, there's also a room to the right here that I did not see. Oh, and it actually leads down to the dry lake from this particular spot as well. I've always wanted to see what the dry lake looks like without the lantern. I've probably have seen it before. We probably went down there. Ooh, down there the first time we saw the zone. Oh, if I die to traps, I'm not going to be pleased. Okay, little starfish shooting and a fish on the far side. Or an eyeball on the far side. Got it. That fireball should connect. Indeed. Damage over time in place. A mask running forward. That dot is actually going to make him teleport wildly, which is kind of scary. But we managed to pick up the last remaining chest. This is about to be a full clear. If we can kill the... oh my god, pizza for 600 health. Oh my god, was it meant to be? Let's get in here and find out. I don't have enough mana to oh god. Oh god. Oh man. Okay. I have to get mana, and the only way I can think of doing that is by poking around in the Stygian study. We have the teleporter here, or the zone transfer. It was pretty close by. Maybe, fingers crossed, we can find a potion in some of these starting boxes. Hey, we're in. Okay. Okay, heading back down. This could be really good. All right, if I can get a fireball on both of them, that will get their damage immunity ticking away, so I can actually get in here and deal damage. There we go. One down, one down, one down. We just got... oh yeah, I can grab a chest while I'm down here. We just got to do it again. We have the fireball. There it is. He's no longer immune. Oh, he's immune again. Oh my god. Wait, was that his long one? That was the long one. What the fuck? One. Fireball. There's 4. Holy shit, we did it! That's a full clear of the starting castle. New game +4. I'm picking up my final chest. We brought in $68,440, and let's go ahead and retire Sir James II, for he did what he sought out to do. Got a nice dexterity increase, actually 2 there for leveling up our duelist, and full cleared the 30% larger starting castle. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Ooh, what do we want to play next? That's always the question, isn't it? It's always the question. And as far as what money do we want to spend, well, in our first run, we did earn enough to increase the vault again. That's going to make it so we get even more money next time. However, it's kind of anticlimactic when we get 2 levels up, but it will do. Next run, we're going to be playing a boxer. Thank you guys for joining us. I hope to see you again tomorrow.